Today is D-Day. Today's the day they're supposed to be releasing the Epstein Files. So I'm going to read through what's going on with that. And funny enough, in my Stardust Shadows Tarot, we have the Sun card showing exposure. So what's going to be exposed with the release of these files? Now, they're heavily redacted, so maybe there's a lot here that's going to be hidden, but I'm going to ask the cards, are they hiding information on certain people? I'm also going to just shuffle as I read through for you what's going on. This is just a quick video. It's just what's in the news or what's breaking news or making news today. So it's a big day. It's US Department of Justice has begun releasing the first batch of the so-called Epstein Files to meet with the 19th to 20th of December legal deadline set by Congress. So these releases are happening in stages, and what's been so they've been partially released so far, but not fully. So I do believe there's issues with wanting to redact more information. Keep your eyes peeled for further distractions going on in the world that prevents them from releasing certain things. So what's been released so far? The DOJ has posted thousands of documents, over 300,000 pages of unclassified records related to the Epstein investigations. The initial batch includes photos, emails, interviews, travel records, and investigative material. Still, there's a bit of silence on some things, not everything. Something's taking place around the world, though. Information of travels around the world, places around the world. So it's not just his island, it's other places around the world where he conducted these activities. But there's some things here that are not being divulged. Maybe this is about what's been redacted, or maybe this is why they're releasing them in stages or batches, because they're trying to keep certain things incognito or not divulged. We've got here puppet masters pulling strings for things that have been going on for long term. This is all entertainment purposes only. This is card reading. But I just want to see what the cards have to say about certain things that have come out so far. Money. Transactions. Do we see that as part of what's been released? Investigative materials. Where's the paper trail when it comes to money? Masking. Transactions around financial gains, or where the money was coming from and going to. So the Congress passed a law requiring the DOJ to release all the unclassified Epsteins by the 19th of December. The Trump administration initially resisted, but ultimately signed the law and began releasing the files this week. Files that contain information about debauchery. People trying to get out of it. The exit plan. Could be also information about the passing of Epstein, his exit plan, disappearance, or escapes unseen. That's very interesting. Maybe it's to do with the missing seconds on the video in the prison when he apparently passed. What was unseen on those missing seconds? Will we get to see them? Part of the exit plan during his exit plan. Whether we're talking about exiting this mortal coil or we're talking about something else completely. So let's keep reading through as I see what the cards say about this web of lies. As we open the doors and the doors start to open, floodgates, I'm hearing, of information being revealed. The interconnections here. Who are the connections? What's in the file so far? So mostly the files are around 3,900 of photos in the first batch, showing Epstein's properties, travels, and the people that he interacted with. The card that just came out, the interconnections, mentions high-profile people, but many are redacted. People that are complicit, people that knowingly participated, redacted in foreign lands. So today's release is not the full trove of information, despite the legal deadlines, which have already led to accusations of incomplete disclosure. Okay, so here with that incomplete disclosure, we have somebody doing what it takes to have the information released. I'm not sure of who that is. I'm not sure because it's American politics. So, but it is saying somebody's trying to, actually, it could be somebody that is doing what it takes, using all their power to disassociate from the files. This makes sense. Saying that not all that we are talking about is true. There is no files. Will these files get released? It appears that somebody is doing what it takes with all their power. Not saying one person or another, it could be anyone. All of these people are powerful people. So any one of them could be doing whatever it takes to disassociate from this situation, to say that it was just gossip. And I do feel that is true. I feel that is maybe not even who you're thinking it is. It could be somebody else completely different. I'm going to keep an eye on the releases as they come in and start reading information about them. But I'm just going to let the cards pull one more time. There are scandals here. It appears that the information has been heavily redacted. It appears that not all the information has been released in this data dump. Certain scandals remain elusive and remain hidden, not divulged, heavily redacted through the powers of very powerful people asserting their dominance and power. Now, here I find this interesting is fatality. Procurer. So I don't want to go too deep on a reading like this or too dark. Dirty work. Exactly what I was thinking. So I think certain things won't be released. Perhaps for the stability of economics or certain countries. They're pretty heavy cards on the table. Some of this could go very, very... Okay, so they're showing me web of lies. They're showing me secrets not being divulged. Interconnectedness between high, powerful people and countries. Procurers. So the procurers of what this is all about. Fatalities. Dirty work done, and certain scandals. So these things need to be heavily redacted or completely disassociated. A shadow ruler. In possession of certain knowledge or information. Okay, so before that happened, there's deception, there's regrets. Here is the renewal. So this is the star. Debauchery on the bottom of the deck. And I lost that. I'm sorry, I lost that one. I won't get it back. If I don't pull when I don't get it out straight away, I lose it. So they were showing me a shadow person in possession of knowledge, wealth, and power, doing what it takes to hide certain information above the law. What it takes. Okay, so there's still a lot of dishonesty here in this situation. So while they're saying they're revealing this information, okay, so I'm just going to leave this one as a very short, brief reading. While they're saying they are releasing lots of information about the investigation, about the photos, about the locations, the places around the world, the deep, dark stuff, the dirty work, scandals, that deep stuff is still in the shadows. It may not even be no longer in the possession of the DOJ. Maybe it never was in the possession of the DOJ. Let's ask. Did the DOJ have access to... Oh, that's... Okay. Talking about the DOJ, we've got exposure or information exposed. Bought or sold out to or by a very fierce queen. Fierce female. Bought or sold out. Exposure. Okay, we'll see where that happens. Now let's give one more card for predictive reading, predictive energy. What's coming? What's coming? Okay, certain revealing information around certain socialites, female, handpicked for their roles. We may never know what those roles were. Maybe not the entire time, but maybe they worked there for a certain part of the time. Maybe they engaged in the socialite aspect of it for a short time. Maybe they played a role in it, or for a short time, because it's saying a season, it was only a short period, will be revealed. But maybe there's some next level sinister things that could be revealed here around a socialite female, handpicked within the ranks or the role that they had. Someone is coming to mind here. Maybe more information is going to be revealed around one of the Ks. Also feeling something about ranking here. Ranking socialites, high-ranking socialites. Okay, could I read that any other way? Certain things being revealed about either people being handpicked for participation or high-ranking roles that they had for a short period of time being season. Dark motives is there. Or dark energy, maybe a little darker than they thought. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. Just a little reading. around the D-Day for the Epstein files. So let's see what that information is going to bring as it starts to be released. Maybe people will start to clue in to some of the things within the redacted information that can piece the pieces together. Maybe it's to do with a socialite. Maybe it's some deeper, darker things that is hidden from the information. Maybe people will be questioning which powerful people are doing all they can to disassociate from this information. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that reading.